We are the Basma family. The history of this name comes from all around the world, from Lebanon, Poland, England, and Sierra Leone. I was born in Nottingham with my mother, my father, my older brother, and my younger sister. And my grandfather is Polish, hence our Polish connection. We have always been close as a family. During school holidays, I used to go with my father on business trips, and this is where my business understanding developed. My mother used to help me from a very young age as well with relation to my first job at about the age of 7, where I was delivering newspapers. I was always an active kid, into many different sports. I was creative with relation to drawings and design. And when I was 12, my parents moved me to Australia. It was great as an outdoor lifestyle, and I really enjoyed it. I graduated from University of Australia and moved back to England in 2008. My wife, Rania, was born on the beaches of Sierra Leone and comes from an Arabic background, as she is Lebanese, and so she's kept her traditional roots. She's also very close to her family, albeit her family is very big compared to mine, which I think has instilled into us the importance of family for our young children. She grew up with an older brother and an older sister and a younger sister, and moved to England in around 1998 and lived in London. She's always been described by her family as the jewel, hence I think I'm very lucky to have had her. She's very, very close to her mother and her father, just like I am with my mother and father. Me and Rania met in London. It's an interesting story, but she was a client of mine, and the first time I met her, I was stunned by her presence. And within 9 months, I'd proposed to her. Some might say that it was love at first sight. I was just literally starstruck. We got married. I proposed on the London Eye, which was quite an experience. And we later got married at the Landmark Hotel in London. We had about 250 guests. I had about 40. Rania had the rest. As I said, she comes from a very big family. We have always loved to travel together. We've always found that traveling is such an important part of our understanding. We once had a bet who would get the better suntan. I was in Vegas, she was in Turkey with her family, and well, let's just say there was no competition. She ended up winning by a mile. Throughout my travels, I've always been adventurous. I've skydived, bungee jumped, and I've even now got Rania to enjoy some of those challenging environments when she ziplined through the marina in Dubai. Rania always says that I'm her rock. I'd probably say that she's also my rock at times. And she's always said that what she likes about me is my green eyes. I always call her, in Arabic, my hayati, which means my life. We had our 2 young children, Etienne and Eva. Etienne being a boy, he was born in London, and I've always loved this name since I was 16 years of age. It actually means Stephen, or it actually means Saint Stephen. in French, which is funny because my brother's name is Stefan and there's similarities. He's a typical boy, full of life, loves all sort of sports, but he's very, very adventurous. He's not afraid of any adventure park, water slide. He embraces it all. And he really is my best mate. My daughter Eva was born in Dubai, and she carries definitely the English trait. When she was born, we named her Eva Elizabeth. I wanted to keep the traditional roots of Elizabeth, but she also, as Rania, I always thought looked like Eva Longoria. Hence, we went with the name Eva. She's a very now outgoing character, albeit very, very shy in her early years, and is full of confidence. And she really has added that element of feminism to the family. She loves dressing up as princesses. So I guess we've had one child each that we feel is like us. Rania is an Aquarius, and she would do anything for not just her family but for her friends. She always is willing to help out, go the extra step, and really does help out people in any way. But at the same time, she's very strong-willed, can be slightly stubborn at times, but confident in herself. I'm a Cancer. I have a high degree of patience, but probably can be emotional, but I do wear my heart on my sleeve. When I was younger, I always wanted to be an astronaut. It was a dream for me, and I hope in one day I'll get to do something very similar, to go to outer space. And my favorite number is number 7. Funny enough, there's a 7 in all of our birth dates or the time that we were born. So it's another sign that I guess we are great as a family together. So that's a little bit about us. We enjoy our life now in Dubai, having moved here in 2015, and we've got many more exciting years together. But the great thing is that we have 2 lovely children. We've traveled the world in different places. We believe family is very, very important. And the love that we have for each other is unconditional.